Oh, you got caught up, huh? So he got you.
Yeah.
He got you.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to be happy or...
I mean, happy because I got out of it.
No, happy for the nigga. But watch what I'm about to tell you. Women been doing it to men since the beginning of time.
Doesn't make it right. I don't agree with you taking advantage of a system because it's there.
No.
I don't agree with that.
Comedy legend TK Kirkland is currently going viral for all of the right reasons. And guys, trust me, you're going to want to watch this video right here. But before we get started, shout out to modern day feminism, all right? The fourth wave kind. Shout out to you. Hold on, let me give her a little round of applause so we can properly shout you out. It's just resulting in all kind of ways that they could have never saw coming, but I'm absolutely here for it. Now, the conversation that we have here today is that of a young lady by the name of Rachel Lindsay, all right? Now, up to about 5 minutes ago, I did not know who this lovely young lady is. She's about 40 years old. She became popular because she went on The Bachelor as well as The Bachelorette. And within that, she ended up marrying this young genius of a brother right here who goes by the name of Brian Abalasalo, I believe is the way you pronounce his last name. Now, this picture was taken back in 2022. They were at some ball, some gala after getting married on the show. Now, taking a look at her social media profile, you'll see nothing out of the ordinary for someone who comes up through a show like that. Typically left-leaning, lib as hell, and that is proven by the Harris Walsh shit. Now, these people are typically ultra super saiyan feminists. Typically, they believe that there's multiple genders, yada, yada, yada. The point here that I'm trying to prove is that her belief of that landed her $500,000 in the hole. How, you say? Well, she explains it in detail behind the scenes of her podcast, where she invited TK Kirkland to have a conversation. Let's listen in.
So you got a kid?
No, well, my exes might as well be my child. I pay alimony.
My ex might as well be my child. I pay alimony. Oh, he got you, baby.
Oh, you got caught up, huh? So he got you.
Yeah.
He got you.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to be happy or...
I mean, happy because I got out of it.
No, happy for the nigga.
Oh, I'm
See,
so glad you didn't say that on
Shit,
the podcast.
he came up on $500,000.
Yeah, I'm happy for the nigga.
Why?
Because it's good sometimes for the man to win. See,
Why?
But you see what
When
I'm
he's
saying?
fully capable, when he's an adult, older than me, fully capable of working, a licensed professional, but used the system to come up, took advantage of me. You okay with that?
No, just because it's you personally, no. But watch what I'm about to tell you.
Go ahead, TK.
Women been doing it to men since the beginning of
Doesn't
time.
make it right.
Oh, yes, the fuck.
I don't agree with you taking advantage of a system because it's there.
No.
I don't agree with that.
Only
Damn, we should have did this on the show.
Cameras are still rolling?
Yeah, only because it's you, I'm concerned.
Personally.
Because we have a relationship now. Or if it was my daughter, I would be concerned. But the fact is, it's a system that's there to be taken advantage of.
So
And
you
these are the
should
facts.
because you can. Is that what you're saying?
If you, I'm at the point in life, however the cards play out for you, and the way you lay your head down on the pillow at night, you got to be happy. If that means he had to do what he had to do to get you, I'm sorry that he did that shit. Listen to me. I'm sorry, darling.
You say you're anti-child support. You gotta be anti-child
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened to you. But I guarantee as you move forward through life, you'll never make that motherfucking
Well, I
decision
never
again.
would. It's the most expensive mistake I made.
That's my point about the same stuff I was saying about life.
But then, I mean, we have to congratulate him.
No. As a G,
As a G, yeah.
salute that nigga.
Because he's not black, too, by
He's
the
a
way.
white belt.
Oh, even better. What?
Yo, shout out and salute to TK. Yo, the face that she made towards the end here is hilarious. Hold on. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I never said I was. This is the look right here that I never want any of my G's to suffer ever in their life. And listen, at the end of the day, baby girl, this is what you fought for, all right? This is what you wanted. The feminists didn't tell you you was signing up for potentially a $500,000 bill, all right? But you made more. All right? You didn't get a prenup. You didn't, you let the government sign your shit. You made significantly more. And what's crazy is that she's right. He's a chiropractor. He's a doctor. He's a fully functioning, capable, able to work. Y'all got married on this weird ass bachelorette. You did it for TV. So the TV show producers got paid. He got paid through whatever media that he did. You got paid. But then you got a minus $500,000 from the balance sheet because you are the breadwinner, one of which men are typically the breadwinners in these situations, but you were the breadwinner. And after a while, he said, all right, we've done enough time. I'm out, motherfucker. Give me, run me my cash. Listen, when it comes to being a G in this game, if you're gonna legally scam your way up to the top, marriage seems to be the best way to do it, baby. And this goes to all my G's out there that's just like, I don't care what she's doing for a living. I could go pick her ass up from McDonald's. And if she's good enough, I'll marry. You better get that prenup. You better hire a lawyer for her as well as yourself and write contractual agreements that no alimony will ever be in your future. You better go through the steps, baby. And if not, you see the look on baby girl's face right here. I can't believe this! He got me! I would not wish this on my worst enemy. But we can all learn from this situation. But do I feel sorry for her? No. The same way all of these women don't feel sorry for these men that go through this each and every day. These are the same types of women that I get up on these platforms and will chastise Shannon Sharpe, only chastise Shannon Sharpe for getting done dirty by an obviously scamming 20-something-year-old. Meanwhile, they will never talk about or focus on the woman being the scammer. In fact, calling her a little girl. I gotta do an interview with her ex-husband, man. I gotta understand how he pulled off this caper, all right? The goddamn finesse of the century. Now, naturally, I had to find more about this conversation, and this is a clip of her going into more detail in what happened.
One of the things that I want to say about my situation is I'm truly tired of the narrative of, well, he's deserving of the money because he picked up and sacrificed his career for her. I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this once. Not true. And before I even get into the detail of it, also, marriage, partnership, relationships are also about sacrifice and compromise. Some people give a little here, some people give a little there. It's a back and forth. It's not all about one person. You have conversations, you work it out, you make decisions together. In my situation, my ex did not move 3 times for me. I want to say this one more time. My ex did not move 3 times for me. We moved to Dallas because he quit his job as soon as he won the show, and I did not. So that was the only option because I was still employed. That's one move. Nobody takes into consideration that I left my legal job in Dallas and moved to Miami with no job. Nobody considers that. Then we moved to LA, and that was a we decision. I think if you followed the journey, you knew that I wasn't the only one who wanted to be in Hollywood. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I have an issue with people who take advantage of the system. The reason I said that my ex is not deserving of alimony is because we both made sacrifices in the marriage, and I shouldn't be punished because I was successful during the time that we were married and he wasn't.
The feminism final boss already gave y'all the playbook. Oprah. Don't marry them. Make them live in a separate house. That way you don't encroach on cohabitation laws, which are effectively marriage laws. That's the playbook. I mean, if you had enough money for him to extract $500,000 for you, have enough money for him to be in a separate house. And I think especially if you guys met under such odd circumstances, a reality TV show, and y'all got actually married, that's odd as shit. That's not normal. There's not even the vetting process that even normal people do. I understand what you're saying, baby girl, but you got juxed because of your love and your want of fame and attention, because you wanted to be involved in Hollyweird. It's just odd hearing this come from the mouth of a woman when we really only hear men complaining about this. And listen, I'm not disagreeing either way. My thing is that we understand the laws as they exist. We understand what marriage is as it exists. We understand what can happen when a divorce happens. So why are we surprised? If you guys are continuing on utilizing the tool of marriage without understanding how serious that it is, or the contract that you're signing, putting your name on the dotted line, and you go back, you complain about it later, I don't want to hear no shit. Like, I'm a second away from taking out my violin as she's talking about this. If you make significantly more money than the person that you're marrying and you're having the state write the terms, you're a moron. In 2025, there's way more information out there for you to understand what exactly you're getting yourself up into. Sound like to me you would have benefited from some RP content. Hello.
The time that we were married and he wasn't. You guys can fault me for not getting a prenup. I get it. I understand it. You don't know the circumstances that went into all of that. Like I said, I'm not going to go into the tit for tat, but somebody who is fully capable of working, who is licensed in multiple states, who could go work for somebody or start their own business or could influence or could use the platform that was given to them to leverage it into other things, should not be receiving spousal support. And I think the bigger conversation isn't the what, it's that they can take advantage of an archaic system that was created for a specific reason.
Don't she sound like a guy?
And is now being used by people for the wrong reason. Not every time, but there are people who take advantage of the system, which is my case. I'm not saying that my ex didn't deserve some sort of compensation. If you followed along, you saw that I was willing to give money. What I don't agree with is the taking advantage of just because you can take advantage of an old system. Talking about spousal support. I was willing to split 50-50, even though I don't think he's deserving. He got that and said he couldn't support himself. That's where the system is broken. I have no problem saying I understand sacrifices were made, even though I paid all the bills because I was supporting him while he was building his business. Things you do in a marriage, because I thought if I'm down, he might have to support me. Those are things that you do. I didn't feel like I was being taken advantage of. I thought he's trying to build. He moved to LA for me. I had a job, so I'm going to take care of things and give him the space and the opportunity to be able to create. You
contradicted yourself, Rach.
What?
You just said, just because people are going to catch that.
That he moved for me?
You just said he moved for me. Earlier you said you guys moved together.
No, yes, I moved for him to Miami because he wanted to move there and start a business. I left my legal job. I got a job in LA. He moved because I had the job. What I'm saying is he wanted to be here. It's not like he didn't want to be here. He wanted that Hollywood. But I just want to make it clear. I want you to continue, and I'm sorry to interrupt. There's a difference between splitting 50-50 and having to give spousal support. That's the difference. My sum is so big because of spousal support, not because of splitting the 50-50.
I see. So it's not just
that's where the greed comes in. Yeah.
The greed comes in because you also want spousal support.
Correct.
To end off this conversation, all I got to say is that the laws is clear. But it can also happen to women too. But this is what y'all fought for. This is equality. This is exactly what it looks like. It will be utilized by those that see an easy come up. This is the system that is currently at play. All of my G's out there, literally, take her words and put a masculine sounding voice on top of it. And it's a story that we hear time and time and time again. When you get in front of the courts, you become a math equation. All of the stories about he said what, she said what, he didn't move for me, I did everything that I could, so I was successful. She wasn't, or he wasn't successful within that same time. It don't matter. Y'all formed together in a marriage. Think of it like a business relationship. Let's say you have a partner in business. You're doing everything that you need to do. You keeping up with the books. You're hiring the right employees. You're getting the right results. And the partner who went in 50-50 with you is up at the bar every day, spreading money on hookers, gambling, blowing money fast. Y'all still in partnership together, but y'all still signed the contract together. You have to be uniquely and keenly aware of the jukes. When tools of the jukes are supported by the government. All right, guys, that's what I'm going to leave this conversation here today. Last but not least, I know there's going to be some folks that are going to be down up in there talking about, prenuptial agreements are not the end-all, be-all. And, I agree with you. There's certain things that can happen within there that can lead to a nullification of the prenup. But there are also things or stories that have been heard of people getting their prenup nullified. Meanwhile, they didn't go through the right or the appropriate steps to have it secured, meaning they only got one lawyer for themselves instead of two lawyers for each party, ensured that the wife was not taking medication at the time where she can go back later and say that she was in duress, so she just signed it, ensured that it was not given to her wife the day of the marriage or the week before the wedding. There were things that men have done which led to a judge throwing it out, but there was a correct way to write your terms correctly. I can only think that if this Rachel Lindsay situation happened to more women, then there would be some change finally, right? It's interesting where change can actually come from. Anyway, guys, write me your comments down below. Last but not least, join my men's self-development community. Link to it down below. Beam up. And I will see you guys soon. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.